Hi everybody, this is Tammy. Hey, I'm your secretary for the upcoming virtual Angora skein and garment contest. Entry deadline is coming up. It's right around the corner, October 8th, 8 midnight Pacific time. Anyway, get those entries in. In the next few minutes, I'm just going to go over a brief rundown on what you need to do your entry. It's so easy peasy. First thing I would suggest is finding us on Facebook. Look us up, Virtual Angora Skein and Garment Contest. Like us, follow us, and you'll get all the updates. There's even an event on this upcoming contest where we'll have all the specifics. And on that Facebook page, you can also find the link to our website. That has everything on it. The entry forms, the frequently asked questions, show rules, which... Come on, guys. Print them out. Read them. Read the rules. Read the frequently asked questions. It has a lot of great information. And what I want from you is if we're missing something, can we add something to the frequently asked questions document? Can we clarify anything more to make it easier? Come on. We want to make it easy and fun. This is a great way to create something from our Angora rabbits and showcase it, share with the public. They're beautiful animals. Oh my gosh, and they make beautiful items. Every time I go to a show or I see what people have done, I'm just blown away. Let's show people what they can do. They have magic. Everybody drools over cashmere, which I love cashmere, but come on, I start doing Angoras. Hey, Angoras are awesome, and let's show everybody. Okay, so let's get your skein and garment done. There's two divisions. There's skeins and then there's garments. Skeins are all 100% hand spun. And of course, it can be anywhere from 50% content of Angora all the way up to 100%. And there's different classifications. And it's all outlined in your show rules. And then in garments, the one thing I want to note too is your content is 50% or more. You can use commercial hand spun for any of the divisions or your hand spun yarn. Just note that in your entry. So read the rules, read the frequently asked questions, and by then you'll kind of get an idea of where your class is. So you made a hand spun yarn and you want to enter it. Read the rules, look at the classifications. There's different classifications, and it should fit pretty naturally into one of those. If not, DM me, PM me, text me, email me, something. Let me know and I'll help you. We'll figure it out. It's pretty easy. I probably said that before. Easy. It is easy. Okay, take pictures. We need at least 5, no more than 10. And take some overall pictures, a lot of close-up pictures. If it's a skein, have it hanging on something naturally. If you can take close-up pictures, maybe next to a ruler, let's showcase the specifics on that skein. And on your garments too, showcase the special pattern technique identifications at the edging. And if you take a picture of it on a person or your mannequin or something, just make sure there's no personal identification. So one of our entries from one of our test runs, somebody mentioned in their description the name of the rabbit that it was made from. Well, of course, the judge knew the rabbit and then knew the person. So like, no, we want to keep it anonymous. Keep it anonymous. Don't put any business cards or any identifications in your pictures. And sometimes the online entry form, so far I've had pretty good luck on sending pictures, but if you have any issues, again, contact me and we'll get her done. It should be easy. We'll make it easy. And so one of the other things I would suggest, this time around I made a printable form. And it's kind of handy, especially when it kind of takes the fear out of doing the online form. Because you can write down all your information ahead of time, because it's going to ask you what the fiber content is, what's the weight of your yarn. Is it lace, DK, worsted, etc.? What's the wraps per inch, yardage, fiber prep, techniques used, intended use? You made this yarn. What do you want to intend it to be used for? Is it for accent? Is it for a hat? For a lacy garment? Yeah, write that down. And on the garments, make sure you note whether it's hand spun or commercially spun. And if a pattern was used, make a note of whose pattern it is. Let's give credit to those pattern makers. And if it's yourself, or if there's none, you just did freehand, make that note too. And of course, construction techniques. So it kind of helps. This is probably looking backwards, but if you have time and a printer, print out that form and write out your answers. That way when you go to your online form, you've got all that information handy and boom, easy peasy. And once I get the entry, if there's any issues that I see on my end, I'll contact you too, but it should be pretty straightforward. One thing I would recommend also is in the frequently asked questions and in the show rules towards the end, we added a section on the judging guidelines. Now this is for the judge. Well, I think it's for you too, the people submitting your entry. What is the judge is going to look for? What are they ranking it on? So for an example, the skein classes, there's 4 things that they're going to rate. And on those 4 items, they're going to rate either excellent, good, fair, or poor. For example, balance and condition. Skeins should be presented neatly, twisted and tied as appropriate, suggested 2 to 4 ties. Condition is to include handle, color, luster. It's kind of hard to see like satin Angora, but come on, we'll do our best with their pictures. And balance is to include twist per inch, angle, presentation, and strength. Yarn should have a consistent diameter throughout. And speaking of consistent, our best skein in our last contest won because it was consistently inconsistent. It was a yarn, an arch yarn, and it was thin, thick, thin, thick. But from the pictures, it showcased it beautifully, and it showed that it was consistently inconsistent, and it won best skein. Isn't that? It's like fabulous. Love it. Love it. Well, anyway, read on that, and that'll help you. Like, oh, that's what they're going to look for. And if you have any questions, give me a holler. Text me, PM me, email me, something. And they also have judging guidelines for the garment classes. And there's also 4 items, and they're also going to be rated excellent, good, fair, and poor. Now, as the judge goes through and judges this information, I'll save it as a PDF for each entry, and when the contest is all over, you'll get that information back. I'll send it back via email. There's going to be 4 awards. There's going to be Best Skein, Best Garment, and we also have People's Choice Skein, People's Choice Garment. The first is going to be judged by Judith McKenzie. I'm so excited. She's a renowned artist. I've taken many of her classes, her spinning classes. She's a weaver, knitter, and she's just a gem. She has a wealth of knowledge, and she's such a joy to listen to. She's awesome. And she judges the fiber, actually the sheep fiber at black sheep. I can get it straight. Anyway, she's awesome. She's going to be judging, and she's going to be picking best skein and best garment and first through third in each category, in each of the classes. So, and then People's Choice. After while that's being done, I'm going to compilate, it's not really a document, but it'll be an online form where we can all vote for People's Choice. And we're going to do 2, one for skeins and one for garments. And that'll be fun. We can share that link with anybody. It doesn't cost anything to vote. You just put 1 to 5 stars on your favorite items. You can vote as many times as you want, or just on a couple, whatever you want to do. And the person, or the entry I should say, that has the most stars for the skeins will win People's Choice, and the most stars at the end for the garments will win the People's Choice Garment Award. So that's pretty cool. Yeah. Anyway, that's all there is to it, you guys. Print out your frequently asked questions, the show rules, and if you want, print out the printable form to help you prepare to get your entry in, and then submit that silly entry. That's it. Oh, of course, you got to send us some money too. And that's you can PayPal us at the National Angora Club, $5 per entry. It'll be fun. Come on, you guys, get those entries in. If you have any questions, let me know, okay? Thanks.